and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, it's time to start exploring the families from New Capenna, because that set featured so many powerful tricolor cards and some of the best mana fixing that we'll have in the future standard format, that I'm a little worried that the three-color family and like the friendly shards are going to actually dominate a good amount of the meta. And with aggro decks like Boros having clunkier mana bases in rotation, unless we see something very different out of Dominaria in the mana front, it's going to be hard for them to keep up with the endless mid-range and the tools that these three-color decks have. One of the ones that we're going to be keeping a really close eye on is JUND, the Riveteers. Riveteers in rotation, which is coming up on September 1st, less than 3 weeks away, when we get rid of Zendikar Rising, Kaldheim, Strixhaven, and Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. At least we get rid of them from Standard. You can still play them in Explorer if you need to, and some Historic Brawl maybe. But for Standard, losing those sets is going to lose so many of the staples that we've seen, and especially the really good mana provided by the pathways. So what's replacing it? Not much, and nothing that we know of particularly at this time that changes how decks get built. So hopefully tomorrow, it's Thursday, and there's going to be a reveal stream. So by the time you watch this, they may have revealed the lands. They've been making a good habit, they being Wizards, of revealing the lands on their big preview stream. And that's really good because it lets us start planning. But for this video, that hasn't been seen yet, and maybe we'll have an idea of what mana bases are capable of in the future. If decks like Boros are hindered by bad two-color mana bases that are very difficult to operate without pathways, then the tri-lands become super important, along with the chill lands from Innistrad. And now all of a sudden these three-color decks have great mana, and the opponents have a hard time being fast enough to put them under pressure. JUND has no lack of good cards and options. Bloodtithe Harvester, Tenacious Underdog at the 2 spot, throwing in a Reckoner Bankbuster. We could have Ob at the 3, which might turn out to be the right call, but I'm playing with Briarbridge Tracker today, one of my favorite cards that is not rotating. And of course, the ubiquitous Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. Then with Isika's Chariot leaving, I'm going on record. The next Chariot, Helana and Elena. This card feels like it's been around for a long time, but it really hasn't, just showing up in Crimson Vow. And now without that 4-drop spot just eaten completely by Chariot, you'll get to see this card in more and more places. Let me tell you, it's one of those things, it comes down, and if it gets to put counters on something that turn, it already got so much value. Even when they kill it, you have a larger creature from earlier, like an Underdog, a Fable, Goblin Shaman, or a Tracker. And then if it survives the turn and you play another creature and that gets more counters, at that point, it feels like you're just absolutely buried, as it just creates so much pressure. So Helana and Elena is going to be a card I'm going to be pushing in the decks that have red and green in them in the 3-color pairings, for sure. So get ready to enjoy that card. Other cards that could go in the deck are things like Workshop Warchief, Ren and 7. I considered Zayatora the Incinerator is a 6-drop that could go in the deck, but I kept it low to the ground and just focused on having a good mix of cheap removal to compete with Boros and decent bodies. I look forward to seeing how it turns out. So let's see if it can hold up in current meta and prepare for the next one. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Drago! Let's do it. Mana's good. We're on the play, but it's all tapped. We'll make it work. I believe in us. We could draw the dig up, so I'll play this tapped. Of course, drawing basic swamp would be the nuts. Punished for not playing this. Should have done the math. I probably have a lot more plays there that turn on like Harvester and Underdog. My bad. And the dig up was the next card down. Of course it was. Okay. Let's get the Harvesters going. I think if I just curve out with lands, I'm gonna be okay. So I think I'm gonna fetch. I know, so certain, right? Maybe I was supposed to get another black there. Seems like it should be fine though. Valk. Counter. Swing. Okay. Harvester. Counter. Kill Valk. Might be able to kill the youthful one next turn. We'll see. Maybe I'm supposed to discard Underdog to a blood token and then blitz it, but I think we're going to be under pressure for a while. So that doesn't sound great. And Vala. Gross. We got a 3/5. Does it attack? It does. Voltage Surge. 3/5, you say. Now what do I do? I can see if they'll block the Underdog. But I'm probably killing Limvala. And then Takanuma? Get back a Blood Tithe Harvester, and then maybe it'll kill the Valkyrie? Valkyrie is going to be a real problem. You can't really sack a blood token too if that's our line, and it takes 2 turns to execute, so we need to get lucky. It's not what I would call lucky. Maybe I hook for 2, Surge the Youthful, but if they have open mana, then they're probably going to interfere with that plan. This Giada is a problem. A big one. Okay, that resolved. They don't seem to have a spell, some kind of an interference. I think I'm actually holding this back. Don't think it makes sense to put out another one when we might have to meat hook next turn. We fall to 7. Good lord. Nothing else. I attempt to kill this thing. Yes. All right. Didn't expect that to really work, but it did. Drop them to 11. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Think we can do this now, and I might hit a land or something to play. Tracker, sure. What do you do with all that land? Amiria's freaking call. Okay. Well, we can make a treasure and hook for 4. Don't think I want to discard. But I probably shouldn't have sacked the blood token just because I could have discarded this to Fable anyway, and I could be up 1 blood. They take it all. Gotcha. They gotta go. They might have another one. Oh, come on, man. Give yourself a chance to draw another Amiria's Call. Put me right back in a bind. Okay, dude. You want to leave? You can leave. Helena, Elena. Mana that casts the Harvester. Fable. We need to draw 2 lands. If we draw 1, we can probably get to the 2nd. Seems like it'll be okay. I believe. Oh, not that. Please not that. Thalia. Okay. Well, we'll see if they pick off the Harvester with a Brutal Cathar to really play on curve. Adversary, you're gonna miss a land? I would appreciate it. Cool. Alright. Kill it. Make it dead. Now we can play Fable on time. Puts us way ahead. Yeah, we take. Not that worried about the life total. From either direction, it's all about position. Double Intrepid Adversary. I mean, they're mythic, but they're just little 3/1s for now. Makes this hook look really good. Am I actually giving up these 2 cards to try to hit land? I think I am. It's just too good if we drop this Alana Elena here. Too good. The card is the next Chariot. I'm telling you. It's all the value for 4 mana, and the opponent just gets buried if they don't kill it right away. Of course, drawing a 3rd land would help them a lot. We did. They didn't. That's what makes us great. All right, on the draw. It hasn't worked out for us so far, but you still got to keep it. You got Fable into Halana Elena. It's a great curve. You just, can't fall behind. And you need to draw land. That's not the draw we're looking for. Hello? Slow roll a duress. Take a Fable or a Bank Buster. It means I get to resolve the Bank Buster here, which I think is what we want to do to try to draw into land against a control deck. I was kind of surprised they let me have it, to be honest. Land. Cool. Good times. Love it. They don't know about the Surge. They're gonna plus anyway. Okay, sure. Play you. If I had a land, I could kill that Sorin.
How dare you disrespect me?
Instead, we have 3 Halana and Elena in 2 land. And we only had 1 in our opener. It's very Magic the Gathering right now. Well, they hit 2 land off their Sorin, but control decks need land. Great.
Get in, get out. Easy.
Still no land.
Can't catch us.
See if the opponent blocks for this. They don't know about the Surge, so they might. Okay. Good. They might have negate. We play it in this order in case they have Jwari. Wow. Wrecked. Good game. My goodness. Take 6. Cool.
Wish to know my secrets?
Open your books to pay.
They're not going to have a board presence. We get to just attack something. If we draw a land, I know I've been saying it for a few turns now. We're 14 cards deep on 2 land. Can you believe it? At this point, this is a comedy routine. Okay, it's got to be Onyx. It digs the deepest. It does the most. I think. Next turn we can sack the blood token, destroy the Sorin. Maybe. They'll probably counter it. Oh, they go Vampire.
You will serve me well.
Now this is a
Tell me, opponent, is it hard to beat somebody with 2 lands? Is your brain going into overdrive? Why would you play that Jwari? That is a counter spell at this stage. Like, I can't play around it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. I have a feeling it's just gonna die. Trying to decide if I need to kill the Kaito or the Sorin, and I guess it's the Kaito, because they're gonna start attacking me with the creature. And that's another reason. Get that extra damage here. Yeah, suck it. And they just discarded one, so With 3 down, they might not have another ready. Ever seen a land? Nope. Is this only creatures? It is creature or planeswalker. Memory Deluge.
My ways are not for the weak.
You gonna basic check me? No? What a coward. I'm pretty much at my limit, guys. Alright, make this appear. Cool. Wow. How long can it go on? How long do you guys think it can go on? Anybody want to run the numbers on 2 lands in the top 18? Make sure you include the dig up in that.
A fair trade.
So it's like basically a 25 land deck. All right, top 19, 2 lands. They were both in the opener. So we drew how many non-lands in a row? 12 non-lands in a row. Wow. The all tapped land on the draw approach. Again, look forward to seeing how it loses the game. Okay, turn 2 foretell, nothing else. Blue-white control, and I have triple Fable in hand. And they tapped out for Celestis. Interesting. No Fading Hope, no March. Doomscar my token. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Get rid of a grasp, see what we draw. Helana and Elena, huh? Do we layer these? Yeah, they Doomscarred the first one, they might Doomscar another one. Pass Celestis, here we go. Does our opponent know the great and mighty ways of the Celestis? I bet they do. Wonder where they saw that. Discard up to 2 cards. So Helana and Elena are very powerful, but they're also a liability because they're one of the only cards that's not like a 2-for-1. I think I'll drop 1 because I'd love to still hit a land this turn. Doesn't look like I'm going to, though. So do I get to do this, or... Yeah, I get a treasure? Cool. So Memory Deluge is probably the play. It's the best punish here. They're probably going to blow these up, so committing another creature, there's not a lot of point to it. We could play out this underdog, though. Losing that isn't so bad. Could play another Fable. And go Devious Cover-Up? Yeah, okay. It's gonna be one of those games, okay. Well, that's better than Memory Deluging there. They get back Test, which is, I don't think, important. Exile top 3 until your next end step. You may play those cards. All right, so we want to do this on our end step until your next end step? Yeah. So now we're in the end step, so we want to do this now. And we don't want it to get countered. Oh, wait. They might just have Jwari. I forgot they had the Celestis here. And we don't want double spell and trigger that. Okay, we hold. There's a Memory Deluge. Do we go for the Riveteer's Charm, exile their graveyard play? I might. Especially since they might Doomscar here. Yep, they do. So resolve. Man is attempting to exile their graveyard. It has a Deluge and a cover-up. So it takes the win con of them just completely bleeding out the deck off the field. I'm doing it. So they have to have 3 cover-ups now, and they don't. They never do. Land off the top. Let's play Halana and Elena and hit them hard. Our reflection got ripped. So, third Doomscar or... Yep, easily. Never didn't have it. Tempting to take out a Celestis, but probably not worth it. Might have a negate. Resolves, cool. So they have Doomscarred individual Goblin Shamans before. Do we hold back here? I think we still play around Jwari. So, just gonna play you. We are running low on stuff. At some point, though, they can't just Doomscar every turn of the game, right? Right? Revitalize a card that will not be around once the Strixhaven Mystical Archive pretty frame rotates. All right, March targets Fable. But they did that on their turn, which means they get no Celestis trigger. So, a little mistake by them. Also, no Wandering Emperor mana here. Backup March. Okay, marches on marches. Do what you gotta do. Let's send a Briarbridge Tracker. Alright, now they're on 8 mana. You think they have a Hullbreaker Horror win con? I'm not convinced. Draw. Unleash the Inferno. Well, that'll help against a Wandering Emperor, I guess. Found their Celestis trigger. Discard Test of Talents, which might be good for us. This can make 1/1s. Maybe we'll use it. Cycle Rafine's Tower. What else you got? Okay, we got hits. I think we just pass. They fall to 12. Gates. Cycle. Cycle. I also can cycle my lands. Surge. Pretty bad. Hook. Not so bad. Send them again. Got that Wandering Emperor yet? Got all these treasures. Hit. Down to 6. Wow. Alright, we play Hook. How do you feel about that, opponent? Resolves. Epic. Nice and easy, nice and easy. 6 life. They're on nighttime and they haven't been able to double spell to keep it flipping. Don't crack that now. So much mana. How are you going to survive to the next turn if you crack it now? All right, let's go for tokens. A little extra damage. Is that going to be enough? It's really close. You're at 6 life. And these critters are coming. Your Field of Ruin is useless against me. I'm rotation proof. Alright, this gains 2 life. They go to 8. But this is still a lethal attack. It's too bad neither of these hit face. With Tawara on the tracker. I mean, that works, but that is good value for us. So they'll put you to 4. We'll replay tracker. Pass turn. 4 life means Doomscar and they die. They have to get rid of the hook first. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. They got a haul, but it's tapped. They move to end step. They're still on nighttime. So they're not getting these Celestis triggers, but they didn't use Celestis. Which they could have. We'll just keep turning these dead cards into good cards. Maybe. Underdog is a really good draw. Okay. Let's go, puppers. Let's try to finish this job. What you got? You got nothing is what you got. Blue-white destroyed by JUND. Yeah. I mean, if we draw land, just draw land, right? Easy. Especially if I draw a mountain off the top, that would be sweet. No, I need the mountain. Please. Please. Yeah, it's a land. Can't complain. But I'm not gonna. Double Kumano faces Kakazan. We better get an artifact on the field for something to surge. I've got a play with fire. They do have a play with fire. But I did say we need to get an artifact on the field, so do we play this anyway? I think so. Maybe they shoot this off here? Alright. You like to kill it? Face. The arrogance. Trades be trades. Don't like damage. Interesting choices. Could have played with fire, ended up spending 3 mana on their own turn to kill it. Alright, I got this underdog ready to rumble. You had so much trouble with the 3-2 last time. And I surge up for their Thundering Raiju. They didn't play one. That's sus. I'll keep taking trades where I can. I'll go to 14. Another one. Okay. They'll draw something eventually. I'm going to keep holding this up as long as we can repeat this play pattern. Hopeful. Does that change it? Don't think so. Do need to draw land. Again. $27 land in my mid-range decks so that I can curve out to 4 on the draw. Is that what it's going to take? At least holding paid off. $11 land. Let's go. This will match up perfectly well even without another creature against these two. So let's see if they top deck a removal. Off the top for the opponent. Their last draw was Thundering Riju. This one is Reckless Stormseeker, which can get in there. Really? I mean, sure. I guess I might make that play before I rip on it too much. Vigilance is so good with Lana Elena. Take 6. And we'll see what else they draw off the top. It's been 2 straight hasty critters. 3 straight hasty critters. Opponent is a professional magician. Let's see what we can kill here. Leave it like this? Think so. I mean, this hands out a +1/+1 counter on its own, and it can hand out 1 damage on its own, but the Riveteer's Charm will kill it. And they just have to draw the right card, and they can win this game. 2 life. Perfect draw. All right. They've top decked perfectly for 3 turns in a row. Will they make it a 4th? Show me. We switch it to nighttime, by the way, so Brutal Cathar doesn't impact this. Not that it should super matter. A land! You dead. Woo! We go first, and we have a lot of land in our hand. So I will try it. It's a mountain. We draw a 2-drop. We are on a roll. Kill it? Would you like to kill it? It will not kill it. What's going on? Sure. Bonsai. Opponent will now kill it. It's Voltage Surge too. Not play with fire. So it's not Boros Aggro. Let's drop the Fable. Might be the Graveyard deck, which if we find a Riveteer's Charm, LOL. Alright, they also Fable. Off the top. You can go, you can go. Unleash the Inferno handles their Fable. And I think we want to do... Well, we could also hold this up to handle their Velomachus. No, it's not big enough. Yeah, taking this out now means they have nothing to discard. Or no way to discard. It's one of the only clean answers that exists to a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Gets rid of the whole thing. At a mana disadvantage, and somehow that's still good. Sucks to not drop Lana and Elena there. We'll see if that turns out to be wrong. Okay. Smells like removal, doesn't it? Could also be a big score. I think we just make them have it. Mm-hmm. And they have a gold span. Okay, we need to kill that thing when the time comes. But they don't have a second removal spell, just one. That's good. Invoke, check graveyard. Play gold span. So here's the bad news. We kill this, next turn they get back as an 8/8, but we still have to try, I think. Wait, what if we just take it? What if we just take it? Then they don't get to invoke it the next turn? They'll have all that mana. Maybe we use our Voltage Surge on other things? But our life total is under pressure. Nah, it's got to be right to kill a Goldspan Dragon, right? Doesn't it? Has to be right. All right, hit him for a bunch, but not quite lethal next turn. Unleash the Inferno might be helpful, though. 7. This can deal a net of 11. Mm-hmm. Big surprise. Man, would have been nice to draw a Riveteer's Charm in this matchup. Would have been so nice. It didn't happen. 10 life. My dog's getting excited about nothing. Maybe you heard that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can go for the win. They didn't have a removal spell 2 turns ago. And I think they would have killed this if they could. Let's go for it. Let's believe. Looks like it might work. Does it work? Doesn't work. Dude, I can't buy it today, man. I can't buy it. Maybe I was just supposed to take that Goldspan Dragon hit. Also, if I draw an Infernal Grasp right here, I'm gonna cry because I should have played this last turn. Still doesn't make what I did right. Dude, what are you doing? You gotta flex? Okay. Dude, can't buy it today, man. This takes luck I don't have. We go first. Good lord. All right, and we've got removal and creatures, and we've got colors. This is the one. This is the one that will turn around the juju. Bad juju must be purged. Usha, usha. Harvester online, ready to munch a Thalia into just destroy that Thalia, just crush it. Right, right. And they brought a portable hole to this particular party. Okay. Let's see what they've got for a Barbage Tracker. Ready to go toe-to-toe with an Usher of the Fallen. Just stay on curve. Don't need to be holding up and slinging removal just yet. Let's let the opponent set up and then wreck them. Besides, if you play out your most expensive card, it can't get hit by the Spellbinder. Yeah, so which of these cards would you like to take? The Surge? Yeah. It is the cheapest. That's another way to go with the Spellbinder, is to try to make the cheapest card a little more unwielding. Alright. Surge should be able to kill everything in their deck, including Adeline, unless it gets a counter on it. And we'll hold Underdog because we can discard it to a blood token and then still get something out of it. App. Yep, there's always an app for that. Surge, pretty good. Actually, let's throw this one. So they don't see the other one coming. We can outrace them if we can keep a lot more power on the board than they have. This Usher isn't that scary. Also, didn't want to give them the opportunity to trade the Apparition. Ooh, that's pretty cool. They get no effect from that. Puts them way behind. Yeah, you're done. You're done, Mono White. Not against that hand. Had all the right moves. Alright, we go first. We need to draw land. I feel like we've been here before. Although usually it's on the draw and we don't draw the land. So on the play we definitely will. That's how that makes sense, right? How many times have people curved out on you on the play? Every day, right? This tap land thing though, man. I think maybe these decks are just supposed to run a bajillion basics. Okay, burn into burn. Hey, we hit the land. Something. I guess we'll get this Harvester down. We could do it differently. We could hold up Grasp. They're certain to play a creature here, but they could play around it if they're smart. And this can block anything that they can play at this spot. And I love that they play a Brutal Cathar. Oh, we hit the land drop. Let's just hook. Let's just get this on the field. We have two of them. And we really want every time their creature dies, we gain a life to become a thing throughout the game. They have an Aspirate. They burn the Harvester. Okay. Take one. Unleash the Inferno, huh? Probably not great against them. Do we want to flip it tonight? I think, honestly, I'm going to take a beating this turn. And what I'm supposed to do is just hold up Inferno? Yeah. Yeah, just hold up Inferno. It's the most mana efficient play. Mana efficiency is going to matter a lot. And if we're killing their stuff, we're gaining life back. Oh, baby. Okay. Oh, now it has Indestructible. My bad. I am an idiot. I was supposed to kill it before that happened. I guess my brain's gone to mush. Ah, no. I know exactly what I'm doing. I am trying to get both sides of the angelic... Yeah, I'm trying to get both sides of the Angel Fire Ignition. Clearly. Clearly, that's my plan. Never didn't have it. Hopeful. Okay. So hopeful, so initiate. I'm just gonna decline and play a million Fables for the rest of the game. This is fine. March of the Fables. What you gonna do about it? I screwed that game up so bad and still won. Their hand was terrible. Alright, one more terrible terrible victory, and this JUND deck is back where it started. It's so good when it draws the land. Oh man. Tap land, tap land, tap land. But the mana's good. On the draw. Just draw an untapped land or a 1-mana removal spell and we're good. There you go. Okay, which of these to play is like, am I going to draw Dig Up? Am I going to draw Tenacious Underdog that I want to play? Which untapped land am I going to draw so I can cast like Harvester? And you know what? Whichever one I pick, I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to be wrong. Breeders. All right, something to shoot. Wonder if the opponent is trying some rotation-proof green. There's some Foretell, never mind. Go get him with the tracker. You want to bounce that? What do you think the Foretell card is, guys? It's a big mystery. A giga mystery. Riveteer's Charm. Okay. Hit. Whatever we play might get countered. Let's try to hit land by playing a Harvester and sacking a blood token. Anytime. Okay, can't do it. Dude, we can't do it today, man. Ooh, hard mode. Could have also tried to Riveteer's Charm for it. I'm worried about a Jwari. Best summoning. And they have mana up for Fading Hope, I guess. Oh, Blizzard Brawl, I'm sure. You gonna play it, or you just gonna stare at my creatures? Huh? They found one. They found a line. Hey, a land. Cool. Alright. What do we do? I think we grasp and use this token. Could also unleash the Inferno, but I am very worried about Titans of Industry. I guess all these can kind of solve that problem. All right, we'll just make the expensive play since we have 2 of them. Foretell card's probably a Mammoth. Battle Mammoth, I think it's called. Riveteer's Charm is good against it. It's not going to be all runs Epiphany. Remember when that card was in Standard? Oh. Okay. That happened. Okay. Way to get paid off your pest summoning, yo. So I have Fable. I think that means I don't want to trade, and they're at 13. So I think I try to shift into a control role. And we just try to keep their Titans of Industry in check. Once we get Alana Elena, that will also make our creatures big and able to go through these. They might just sack them to kill our stuff, though. But it looks like they want to use their blood. Mimic. Okay. I really like these Harvesters. I mean, they're good. I feel like they like them too much, though. Right? Dead? What else you got? Okay. Take this one. Got 2 mana open. Very sus. Very strange deck. Sculptor, sure. All right, the hook. We could use a hook now. Seju, Surge. I mean, what's the play? I feel like we're trying to stall. Eventually they're going to catch up to us on life total. See what they do. They might be nervous. Another blood token down. Another land turned into a spell, maybe. It's going to be really important that we hit the right targets if we're going to try to drag this out. Okay. Well, they burned their blood. I think we take another bump here, to be honest. Let's see what they attack with. Everybody. Okay, I'm going to draw first. Figure out what our next step is. Another grasp. We have to use these grasps pretty soon. If we take too much damage, it's going to be bad. Alright, let's throw a block. Let's throw a... Oh, let's exile. Maybe we'll hit a voltage surge in the top 3. Because we need some velocity here. Alright, they don't have a decisive denial. Oh, there is a meat hook. Okay, I'll take the damage and meat hook them. Glad we did it in that order. Too bad about the Fable. Never mind. Actually, we have the mana, don't we? Oh my gosh, this is awesome. What a turn. What a JUND charm. That JUND charm was legend. We have worked out the bad juju. We really have. And look at all the removal we have for whatever this bizarre Simic critter pile is going to line up for us. Of course, Chariot is a heck of a card. But Unleash the Inferno does get the job done. Do I want to discard cards here? No, I want all these. This is insane. All right, let's attack. See what they block with. If they try to power up the Chariot, we can respond with Inferno, kill a cat, and the Chariot. All right. And hit the Chariot. Nice. Maybe I should have let it turn into a creature to get 2 life. Little oops there. Not get 2 life, get 1 life from the meat hook death. My goodness, they fed me all my removal in this game, didn't they? Elvish War Master, huh? Never one or more other elves enter the battlefield. It's an elf deck? Didn't see that coming. Gotta admit, did not see that coming. Simic elves. They're using Glasspool Mimic and Mystic Reflection to make more elves. Bizarre. Alright. Flip it. To mid-zero it. And too good. Do I kill a cat? I guess so. I've got 2 Infernal Grasps. Gabo Shamo. Bring in the thunder. Avabrook Caretaker is not what I expected. That is hexproof, and we're going to need another JUND charm at beginning of combat 2 on another creature. I guess we will take you out. Can't touch you, though. So I think it's okay, though. I think we're going to win here. We have a really cool combo that I've always wanted to do, that I've never got to do for you guys, which is We copy 1,000,000 of these, and then they sacrifice on end step. And then that can be lethal thanks to Meat Hook Massacre. And the sound can't handle it. Music! Meat Hook Massacre. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. ×2. Busted. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and I managed to go 7-6 with JUND, a little bit above break even. As mentioned in the last video, it's going to be hard to rank up running only 4 sets against opponents with 8. If we get there, it'll be a cool accomplishment. If not, I'm not too worried about it. I'm mostly trying to get an idea of how things will work in the future. And the biggest takeaway here is that I think the deck needs a higher land count or just a higher basics count, and that we can trim back on all of the chill lands. That'll make some of you pretty happy because less land wild cards is a good thing. The Proving Ground, of course, is a very reliable land, and we don't have a ton to do on turn 1, but the format does start early, especially against current Boros trying to curve out on you. So going tap land into tap land is a bit too much. Let's scale it back on some of the chill lands. Probably the Death Cap Glade. We only require 1 green source in the deck. The Dig Up should probably be another basic land as well, as cleaving it never really happened. So smoothing out the mana base is the main thing I'm looking for here. And then I do want to try some of the top end that I mentioned. Another card that can go in the deck is Sorin. And maybe a Sorin and a Renin 7 and a Workshop Assistant and a Zayatora the Incinerator provides a better kind of mid-range top end than having Tenacious Underdogs and Reckoner Bankbusters in the deck. So those are a few recommendations for testing going forward. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the Riveteers, and I really hope that shards such as Jeskai get supported in the next set in Dominaria so that it's not just all about these friendly combinations. Nothing feels worse than kind of getting forced down a particular road, and if it feels like we're forced to play colors like JUND and we can't play other combinations, that's not going to be very good. The good news is that there already is like a Jeskai Wrath effect with kickers in white and blue, and it's a mono red card. Check out my video about some of the new cards coming to the format if you haven't seen that yet. And in the meantime, JUND is a powerful deck with powerful tools, and I look forward to seeing where they fall. What am I looking forward to? Do I look forward to enough? Have I mentioned I look forward to stuff? You know what I look forward to? Each and every one of you, every day. Thank you for your comments. Remember to like the video. As always, you are cool.